Denny Hamlin recently shared his admiration for Chase Elliott's calm and level-headed behavior over the team radio after an intense incident involving Ross Chastain during the EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix at COTA. The moment occurred on the very first lap of a race when Chastain spun Elliott out in the opening corner. Despite the frustration of being knocked out of the race early, Elliott's response on the radio caught the attention of Hamlin, who praised his composure. As the incident unfolded, Elliott immediately reached out to his spotter, Alan Gustafson, seeking clarity on whether he was in any way to blame for the spin. He asked, "Did I do anything wrong?" before Gustafson confirmed that Elliott had not made any mistakes and attributed the spin to stupidity. Gustafson, clearly frustrated, added, "If we get a chance, we are going to send that one car," referring to Chastain. This response wasn't just a simple expression of frustration, but rather a calculated moment of restraint from Elliott. Speaking on his popular podcast Actions Detrimental, Denny Hamlin reflected on how impressive it was for Elliott to take a step back and evaluate the situation before reacting. Hamlin noted that, despite being in a heated moment, Elliott still took the time to make sure he wasn't at fault. On the radio, he was like, "Yeah, I'll go get his ass, but just make sure I didn't do anything wrong first." "Talk about being level-headed," Hamlin said. "That's such a Chase response. Anytime there's an incident, I give him so much credit because he goes out there and says, okay, I'm about to lose but before I lose can you just analyze and make sure I didn't do anything wrong first before I go out there and make a fool of myself?" Hamlin's admiration for Elliott's response highlights his ability to keep a clear head in the face of frustration, a rare trait in the heat of competition. The praise from Hamlin also underscores how important it is for drivers to stay focused on the bigger picture, rather than reacting impulsively when emotions run high on the track. After the race, Elliott reflected on the outcome with a sense of disappointment. Despite making a strong recovery to finish fourth after the spin, he was frustrated that the incident had caused him to fall behind early. "I just wish we could put together a clean day," Elliott admitted. "It just sucks to fall behind that early. I thought we had a great Napa Chevy yesterday, and I would have just liked to have seen how we would have stacked up to those guys today. That's all." Elliott continued, acknowledging that while the team had worked hard to recover, the damage sustained early in the race had negatively affected the car's performance. "Just bummed that we get behind and have damage and gotta fix it, and it never drives like it did yesterday," he said. "It's just like, man, I would just have loved a shot at it without having to try to piece it back together with the toe and all that stuff, but a great recovery for sure. I just hate we had to recover. That's the part that sucks." Elliott's ability to recover from the early setback speaks to his resilience and racing skill, but it also highlights the toll that these kinds of incidents can take on a driver's overall race day. Despite his disappointment, his response to the incident and the way he handled the situation afterward reflects the maturity and professionalism that Hamlin so clearly admired.